name is Courtney, and today I'm reacting to episode 7 of season 3 of High School Musical, the musical, the series. And so this episode was Camp Prom, which is really exciting. I've actually been really looking forward to this episode. I really thought it would be my favorite episode of the season, but I'm gonna keep it to episode 5 for now. Anyway, so the episode starts with Ricky still working on his bucket list before he turns 18, because next episode he's gonna be turning 18, which is really fun to do this whole bucket list thing. And then the girls are getting ready for the camp prom, and Jet comes in and he wants to have a moment alone with his sister, and he brings in her ex-girlfriend Madison, who broke up with her at the camp prom last year. And then the boys are getting ready for prom, and AJ was like talking about how it's like this big tradition, and then Ricky made like a reference to slapping AJ. So I was like, I can't. Flash forward to the camp prom. AJ is making everyone recite their lines, which is really annoying, and Gina was promised the last dance with him because he already like denied going with her because it was against the rules or whatever. And then like when all the girls walk in, like Ricky literally chokes. He chokes because, like, let me tell y'all know that I believe Rena is endgame, and he never acted this way with Mimi. He didn't. Like, he really didn't. So take that as you will. He's fully in love with Gina. Carlos welcomes Ashlyn to the LGBT community, which was kind of cute. He gives her like this little pin, and then Seb shows up. We missed Seb. You know, it was really cute. He was like dressed up as like a grandpa because he thought the 70s theme meant being in your 70s. It's classic Seb. And then Gina asks EJ to dance, but EJ's too busy quizzing everyone, and so she asks Ricky, and Ricky's like, he leaves. He just flat out leaves because he's not a homewrecker. He is respectful. And yeah, so he talks to Jet about how the things went with Maddox and Madison, and then Maddox goes on stage and she starts singing Wouldn't Change a Thing with her brother, which honestly, I'm shocked I didn't hate this version, because Wouldn't Change a Thing is a very classic, like, camp rock song, and I was really had low expectations, but it was kind of like, I didn't hate it. It was pretty good. And then Carlos and Seb join in, and then EJ and Gina kind of sort of break up because, you know, EJ, he's been so focused on the play that he hasn't been there for Gina like she wants him to be, and so that was really difficult for her. And then so she leaves like crying, and Ricky's there for her. Homecoming parallel. My heart, my whole heart. And then from there, Courtney's in her room just kind of like singing to herself to kind of calm her nerves, because also earlier when she's getting quizzed on her lines, she completely blanked because one of her big character arc this season is overcoming like having these anxieties, and so she has a song, and it's her big solo song. Courtney climbs the wall. Carlos does this fun camp tradition where they pour water on themselves, and then Ricky runs into Gina again because earlier he was gonna tell her about how he accidentally confessed that he likes Gina on camera because he didn't know that he was being filmed. And so he's gonna tell her that, but you know, he has the decency to not tell her that when she's at her lowest. And so they run into each other again, and he's about to tell her, and then EJ kind of looks over and Gina's like, yeah, we kind of sort of broke up. So then Ricky lied about it. He didn't tell her for real. He comes up with some dumb thing to say because he's not gonna do that to Gina. He cares about her. And then after EJ walks away, he was like, oh, I wasn't saying Madison or whatever, but the little cliffhanger is does Maddox have feelings for Ashlyn? Which I'm kind of like confused about, because I mean, I'm not necessarily confused, but I've kind of felt like Maddox sort of maybe had a thing for Ashlyn, but Ashlyn thinks she has this thing for Val, so I don't know. And I'm not 100%, but I think Larry's supposed to come back, so Big Red's supposed to be in the next episode, maybe? Don't quote me on that. So that's gonna be an interesting dynamic. my opinion, you know. Other than that, like, this episode had a lot in it, but for some reason I expected a little bit more. I just feel like episode 5 was boom, 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 that I expected this episode to be more boom, boom, boom. But I guess, in a way, all the stuff that has happened throughout the season has set up what happened in this episode, right? And so I'm really excited to see the finale. I'm really nervous too, because normally, like, the plays that they put on, the performances are split in between 2 episodes, just fully one episode. So I'm nervous. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. And we'll see how it goes. But that's all I gotta say for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I will be back next week reacting to the finale. So if you want to see that, be sure to subscribe. Comment down below what your favorite part of the episode was. And that's all for today. So bye.